Hey you guys, it's Teresa with One Heart Bible Ministries, and I want to ask you a question. Are you fully trusting God with the day-to-day, moment-to-moment stuff in your life? Or are you just going to Him when you think you need His help with something? God's been working on my trust level, and Tuesday we journaled about how His purpose cannot be stopped, and I just sometimes have to figure out, what's His purpose and what's my purpose, because sometimes I think mine is His and it might not be so. So I want to read the verse that I found today, and it is in James chapter 4, verse 13. Come now, you who say today or tomorrow we will go into such and such town and spend a year there and trade and make a profit, yet you do not know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? For you are a mist that appears for a little time and then vanishes. Instead, you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we will live and do this or that. The thing that stood out in this to me is that we ought to be saying with every little part of our life, rather than just our plans, we ought to be saying if the Lord wills. And there was a saying that my granny used to say, and she'd say, good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. And I was like, the creek? What's the creek? The creek, the creek. And I'd be like, no, Granny, I don't know what's the creek. She said, and I said, spell it for me. C-R-E-E-K, creek. So it's a good Lord willing and the creek don't rise is how most people, I think, know that. But that was a way, back in times when they said that a lot, for them to acknowledge that God's in total control of whatever plans they had going. So it really got me to thinking about whether my purposes are His purposes and whether I'm day to day giving Him that and acknowledging that He can get in the way of my purposes if it's not in line with His. So I decided I want to make a creek rise, and I found these papers, these blue papers. They don't look anything like water, but those are going to be my levels of water. I have measured them 2 inches wide, which is my margin in this Bible. And I'm going to bring them up to about here. And so I've got these, they're all like this, but I'm going to lay them out in levels so that I can cut them like that, okay? Here's what I'm going to do. I want to make this look like water. So I'm going to draw just my little waves, okay? And you can do your waves different ways. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to cut my waves in this paper. You can do this any way you see fit. Now you can actually just paint your water on. You could do whatever you want for this verse. There's so many different things. And here's what I want to do so that it will show up. Okay, so that this can be seen better, I'm taking this brush pen, you can use anything you want, and just making a little dark on the edge. Now, another thing that I think I'll do is use this white pen and give it a little bit more attention so it'll show up even more so. This pen, you guys, invest in this pen because I have tried, y'all cannot even imagine the white pens that I have tried. This is a Uniball Signo broad white pen, and it will write on just about anything. It is awesome. They have them at Michael's, and I mean, I have tried all kinds of paint pens and gel writers and this kind of thing, but this baby right here is my friend. So you're going to take these and you're going to do them different ways. Let me get mine that I've already done together here. All right, see here? These I've already done and gotten ready. These are my levels. Now, you could, if you don't want it to be this thick, you could cut them all, individually where they don't overlap. I am, just for the purpose of time, using this tape roller, and I'm going to tape one on top of the other. Now, you know what, when I was thinking about this verse, I started the One Heart Bible Ministry with the vision in mind that this traveling Bible share groups would just get women all over connected more spiritually, and not only that, that they would get into their Bibles more. And I just had, you know, grandiose visions of how it was going to take off and everybody was going to have so much fun with it and all of this. And so in my mind, I was going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to get this and this is all going to happen. Well, if, you know, good Lord willing and the creek don't rise, that might. But if the Lord's got other plans, that's not how it's going to happen. By the way, our Facebook group is called One Heart Bible / Bible Journaling. So come join us. We're a fairly new group, and we are growing, and we're really a family there. So let me ask you something. Do you think He controls everything? Leave me a comment below and tell me what you think. I do think that my God, who created the universe and everything in it, is big enough to care about every detail in every life. Let us I want to do some lettering here. I want this to be kind of country looking, so you're going to think, oh my goodness, she has lost her mind and she is just scribbling in her Bible. So just bear with me, and you'll see eventually what I'm doing. I'm just going to come back over this with the second set of lines. And I think this kind of just looks a little country, if that makes any sense. So you see I'm just going by and I'm kind of closing off all these little areas to make it look like I did something on purpose. Oh, golly. Okay, Lord willing and the creek don't rise. I think we kind of need some buggage, some doodle bugs. So, all right. Does that look like a dragonfly? Sort of, kinda. Okay, let's see. Do a little, maybe a butterfly would be easier. Maybe, let's see. How about I do a bee? This is a Staedtler watercolor pencil. A little bit of color here and there. All right, good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Maybe I should write good, because that's what she would say is good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Okay, you guys, if you like these little process videos, please give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell if you want to be notified, and we'll see you next week. Bye.